This assignment, you are going to be creating a measuring homeostasis lab. We just talked about what homeostasis was, the process where an organism maintains its internal environment. And all organisms maintain homeostasis constantly. So the example that we used in the notes in the intro was talking about how the body regulates its temperature. We gave examples of regulating glucose, pH, and salts and fluids. So there are so many other things that your body maintains. So if an organism goes too far outside of its normal conditions, it can become damaged and even die. So digging a little deeper, using temperature again as our example from our notes, homeostatic control occurs in several steps, and it involves a stimulus, receptors, a control center, an effector, and then the response. So you can read through this as you do your lab. Again, we're not going to go through that individually, but this is exactly from our introduction notes and how the body maintains homeostasis for body temperature. So the purpose of this lab is that you're going to design a procedure to measure a physiological response that your body produces as a result of physical activity. So you're going to choose the physical activity. If you look down, there's a chart for you. You're going to measure a response and then explain how the response helps your body maintain homeostasis. And you're going to write the procedure. You're going to take data and you're going to produce a graph and analyze the results. So in order to do this, you need some planning. So you first of all are going to choose your activity. So you have possible activities here on the left: jumping jacks, push-up, sprint, stair climbing, okay? And then you have to choose a measurable response that you think will change as a result of this physical activity. If you have problems, you can reach out to your teacher, okay? These are possible measurable responses. If you have your own idea, you need to have it approved by your teacher. Once you have chosen your activity and your measurable response, you're then going to come up with your hypothesis. Remember, a hypothesis is an if-then statement. If I do this, then this will happen. Okay, so you need to do your if-then statement. The next step is writing out a procedure. It's a list of steps that somebody else could follow your steps and complete this lab just like you and get the same results. So you're going to describe how you test the effect of the physical activity on the measurable response. You're going to include how long or how many of the physical activity, how to measure the response, and where to record the data. And remember, you need to be very specific, like somebody else could complete this lab from these procedures. And you need to make sure that you compare the response under normal conditions for the same duration. Okay, so make sure you're using a control measurement as well. This would be for your data collection. You need to make sure that you have some sort of table here that is labeled title, column, title, column titles, units. Make sure it's easily read. You can type it in if you need to. And then you're going to organize your data into a graph. Make sure you're including your normal response and the response during the physical activity. Label your graph appropriately. Think back to Unit 1 on how to do a graph. And then complete the analysis. Identify each component of the homeostatic control mechanism for the physical activity you chose and fill it out here. And then you're going to use the info that you just filled out in an argument using a claim evidence reasoning model. Remember, claim evidence reasoning, it's a way to explain your data and back it up with evidence and then provide reason for it. So right here is where you would complete your claim evidence reason. How did my body maintain homeostasis during physical activity is the question. And in this case, your claim should include the physiological response. The evidence should include the data you took. And the reasoning should include a full explanation of the homeostatic control mechanism. You may need to do some research to complete the reasoning section, and that is completely fine. And again, if you have questions, you should talk to your teacher.